Lots of stuff, lots of stuff. It's the Raw Wrap Up. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitters. Up here in Pittsburgh, PA, coming at you from Johnstown, PA is Bobbyfjtown. He's
Hi,
also that on the Twitters.
hi everybody. How's everybody tonight?
Yes, from a weekend from avoiding Virgil at the Steel City Con, of course.
Yeah.
Also with us with a little funky Mike going on. We'll see how that's going. Mad Mike from Poughkeepsie, New York. He's a Paul Heyman guy.
What up? I am a Paul Heyman guy because I've consumed a lot of Paul Heyman this week.
Whoa, that sounds dirty.
Yep.
Of course, this is the show where it's the Raw wrap-up. So this is where we will talk Raw. Minutes all going off. We actually are checking out some of the post-show action on the network. The birthday, the confetti. I think they're going to roll right into the Brock Lesnar versus Cena special, so that'll be interesting as we're going here. But of course,
you can watch for only $9.99.
That's right. If you're joining us live, we have a Q&A app with Google Hangout, so you can drop your comments and questions as well. And I think
every question costs $9.99.
No, that's not true at all. So, guys, of course, we did. Let's touch on the Brock Lesnar and Cena stuff. How do you feel since this is the first time we've had them since right after the last pay-per-view?
It was a good build to the show.
I feel we almost didn't need Cena.
You think?
Yeah.
We almost didn't need Brock to show up.
Well, no. We needed Brock to show up because if Brock showed up, by proxy, Heyman would show up.
True.
Like Brock needed to show up and look menacing behind Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was. We got to hear two people rap tonight, which I'm not sure if that was discussed in the back. Like, hey, we're gonna have two different people rap tonight. None of them will be John Cena.
Paige kind of rhymed. She didn't really rap. It was more of a poem.
Okay, that's fair.
Of course, we had, like I said, the Hulk Hogan birthday party. It was nice. Although, a show for the $9.99, including they even have it on the birthday cake here on the post show, which is weird since we've definitely already paid our $9.99 to see it.
We don't need reminded.
Yeah, we don't need a reminder like, hey, this is what you've been paying. Thanks.
What comes out of your checking account?
Guys, yeah, except for Wheels. Unless you're Wheels, unfortunately.
Yeah. And Chad the Shad.
He's having. Oh, that's right. He's got another thing going on. That's right. Anyways. And both of you guys, if you need a referral, if you're doing that deal still, get my $25 WWE shop card or whatever it is. Anyways, but no, great. Other than that, I thought it was a great thing, a great montage for Hulk Hogan. 61 years old. Holy crap!
He looks 82.
No, he doesn't look. He doesn't look that bad. First of all, he looked better than everybody else they brought out to the ring.
That's true. Even Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
But you had one guy that beat cancer, one guy that almost lost his arm, one guy that almost died from alcoholism. Hulk Hogan should look significantly better than those guys.
How was Hulk Hogan the guy that avoided all the bad stuff, right?
Not all the bad stuff.
He just got different bad stuff.
He got the bad stuff that didn't mess this up, in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or anything else bad. I mean,
dating people that look like your daughter.
Yeah, that's a problem. Sex is an addiction, folks. Get help. So is pornography, apparently. But anyways, the other big story of the night, of course, Stephanie McMahon, Claire Lynch, and Brie Bella. Wait, no, one of those is wrong. Nikki Bella.
No.
Nikki Bella? No, it is Brie.
No, you're right.
What?
Stephanie, Claire Lynch, and Brie Bella. You're exactly right.
Exactly. Although, Mad Mike, you did do some digging, and we found out who this is. I actually earmarked this to talk about tomorrow night on the Indie Mayhem show.
It's funny because the woman who played the physical fitness trainer has probably been in the ring more recently than Stephanie and Brie Bella.
Yeah, she's apparently a Canadian wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a West Coast Canadian. Look at this. I didn't see the two promotions that she came with. What's her name? Jada?
Jada, yeah. Jaida. I mean, they were in Portland, so they probably had to get someone that was.
Yeah, they probably got somebody out of Canada, or at least she goes up to Canada to wrestle on a regular. Prairie Wrestling Association, I believe, was the one. And she's actually Chelsea A. Green on the Twitters if you want to check her out. But with the ECCW and PWA wrestler, you can check that out.
All the wrestlers in Portland are retired in their 20s.
By the way, and also, it being called Portlandia, that's kind of fun. It's a little bit of fun reference there. What happened to Cesaro?
I don't know.
Who did he piss off?
I tweeted tonight, we live in a world where Jack Swagger is the one getting the push from the tag team when it looked like Cesaro was going to earlier. And, and then he's over as a super face.
Let's be fair. Zeb Coulter's the one getting the push.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, just
Swagger's benefiting from it, though.
Yeah, it's just like Paul Heyman, Paul Heyman's the guy that's really taking on John Cena here, and has the heavy. It was always Bobby Heenan versus Hulk Hogan. And not necessarily King Kong Bundy. It's interesting. Anyways, back to the thing before. With the whole Stephanie and Brie situation, we got very soap opera-y. Yay!
It's a shame because my personal opinion, every other week for the build-up of that story, it's been great.
I feel like they went to the well. I feel like they went to the well, and they went to somebody else's well.
At least it wasn't in the main event spot this week.
Yes.
No, I felt the past 2 weeks it deserved the main event spot. It was the most over segment on Raw.
It really
the past
did.
2 weeks. It was.
We talked about last week, I believe on here and on the main Wrestling Mayhem show, that it felt like they were getting all the other storylines out of the way for this week. And we did see that Cena and Brock was a major part, at least in the last part of the show. We did touch and have one more thing with...
Hogan did the show, really.
Yeah, it did. With Stephanie and Brie, which I think is your other big match, which is kind of unfortunate, but not, and that's not going to be a match, that's going to be whatever it's going to be, which is fine. It'll be entertaining either way. But then things like the Jericho Bray thing became a sit-down interview with nobody on the show. Maybe they'll have one or two of them on main event or something, or maybe they're just off tours or something, right?
Well, Jericho was there. He showed up for Hogan's birthday party.
Oh, there you go. So he probably was doing something else. So it is always interesting to think, like, wow, he wasn't on Raw. So what did they do with him? Is he on main event? Maybe they'll do something more with SmackDown, And you also wonder, they're doing like a fan access, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to have a full Raw? Or, I'm sorry, SmackDown?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't think the fan access thing starts until Friday.
Oh, okay.
It's not like WrestleMania.
Oh, we did learn one thing from that sit-down interview, though, with Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho.
The angry kissy face?
No, Bray Wyatt has the cosmic key that Cody Rhodes and...
Oh!
That was the best thing.
He said he had a key.
Yeah.
He didn't
the universe, he said.
We're implying it was cosmic.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to presume. They are doing a taping tomorrow in Seattle for SmackDown, so forget what I'm saying about them potentially not having that. So,
Brian showing up, maybe?
No.
No.
No, they're not gonna have Brian on SmackDown. He might show up at SummerSlam.
He kind of has to, just to clear up the whole, or pursue the whole, blah blah blah. Because we didn't really leave it with a no, you're faking it,
Well, I mean, but see, you can always assume that Stephanie's just lying.
Yeah. I think it's kind of insinuated for us that are thinking about it, but I just didn't know if
need that young woman off.
They really just kind of left it out there, didn't they?
Kinda, yeah.
So they probably won't touch it. We'll get replay on SmackDown. They'll have whatever happened with it. I think Daniel Bryan will be out there as a distraction of some sort, perhaps.
And the Usos are making an open challenge on main event. So that should God willing, set up a tag team match for SummerSlam.
Hashtag
You would hope.
Slater.
You kind of feel like that's going to be like the pre-show thing.
Oh,
I love the rumor of like maybe Ascension will come by. That could be fun. That could definitely
well,
be fun.
I think it'll probably be like Slater, Gator, Stardust, and Goldust, and
True.
the Wyatts again, probably.
True. Anything else from Raw that really stuck out for you? It was kind of it was a Raw.
It was good.
It was all right. There's some
That
matches.
RKO from Randy Orton, I don't like Randy Orton, but the camera work on that and the RKO was probably his second or third best RKO of all time.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
You guys, we forgot the most important thing from Raw.
What's that?
Heath Slater won again!
Yeah.
Yes!
Then he got kicked.
Freak. Then he got kicked.
Then he got
Yes.
kicked.
That's unfortunate. Well, with that, guys, let us know your thoughts on Raw at Mayhem Show on the Twitters. Of course, I'm at Sorgatron, at MadMike4883, and at Bobbyfjtown. You can join us here. We're at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. We have the proper show at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday nights. So you can join that at live.sorgatronmedia.com. And also stick around for 11 p.m. the Indie Mayhem Show. This week we're actually having Ricky Starks, who has been on a Wrestling Mayhem Show before. You may know him as Guy holding the cup that Dean Ambrose took to put in the suitcase last week on Raw. You may also know him from such hits as him going through a table thanks to Ryback when he was bullying people. We had him on after that one too. So I'm liking this tradition that he makes a Raw appearance and gets on our show afterwards. What's that? Yeah, it's the Mayhem Show bump. Well, I mean, I guess, post bump. Yeah. Anyway.
He's giving us a Raw bump.
Maybe he's giving us a bump. There you go. It's getting weird. But anyways, go check out all that stuff at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Please follow us on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Google+, the iTunes, the YouTubes, the Stitchers, the Spreakers, everywhere you can find Mayhem. Just Google the Wrestling Mayhem Show. You'll find all those buttons. So with that, thanks a lot to the crew, and we'll see you guys next week.